All right then, Blades Army. If you thought the last few weeks at Bramall Lane had been intense, brace yourselves because a storm of explosive news has hit our club's headquarters. There are three drastically different events shaking up Sheffield United's behind the scenes, each with the potential to radically alter the course of our season and the club's near future. Today, we'll unpack three subjects that hit at the very heart of the Red and White Army. A painful and controversial sale that shook the fans' trust, the epic return of our club icon Chris Wilder that revives glorious memories and hope, and a powerful message about the future, courage and identity that could shape the destiny of the Blades for many who follow the club. Before we dive into this whirlpool of news, here's a call out to the true Blades. If Sheffield United beats in your heart, smash the like button now, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. This is where the story of our century-old club is told with passion, knowledge, and honesty. And here's a question for the faithful Red and White Army. Looking back, when was the last time you felt Sheffield United was truly moving towards something big? The promotion to the Premier League? The magical Wilder era of 2019? Or has it been far too long since we felt stuck, like we're treading water? Stick with me till the end, because these three stories, though distinct, weave together into a single powerful narrative that could define Sheffield United's fate this brutal championship season and beyond. Let's start with the moment that hit the Red and White Army hardest, the departure of Anel Ahmedhodzic. This was no ordinary transfer. Officially announced in early August 2025, Sheffield United accepted an offer for the center-back, but the exact fee sparked controversy. European press cites figures around 15.6 million, roughly 18 million according to Transfermarkt. Yet local sources suggest the real amount received by the club was significantly lower, closer to $7 million. This gap between expectation and reality highlights serious issues around transfer management and the Bramall Lane market approach. Anel joined Sheffield United in July 2022 from Malmö FF for roughly 4.5 million, and since then has racked up 114 appearances, scoring 12 goals, a remarkable return for a defender. He was key in the promotion to the Premier League in 2023, battled relegation in 2024, and took part in last season's playoff final heartbreak against Sunderland in a fiercely contested match. The 26-year-old defender is a natural leader on the pitch, well-versed in English football. Tactically, he's the type to organize the backline with technical skill to play out from defense and physicality to dominate aerial and ground duels. His exit leaves a massive void in the defensive stability and is a major blow for the squad. Feyenoord, the club that signed him, were desperate after failing to secure other defensive targets and moved quickly. He signed a contract until 2029 and is expected to feature in Champions League qualifiers, underscoring the step up in his career. The impact is compounded by Sheffield United's current squad situation. The bench is thin in terms of experienced central defenders, with only Jack Robinson and an out-on-loan Tyler Bindon as options. This poses a structural issue, as a solid defense is crucial to any sustained championship success given the league's physical and tactical demands. The stats tell the story. The team concedes an average of 1.4 goals per game, among the worst in the division. The 5-0 thrashing by Ipswich Town was a catalyst for much introspection and led to the dismissal of coach Ruben Sells. Historically, this is not an isolated problem. The club has a pattern of losing talent for below-market fees and mishandling contract talks. The departures of Kyle Walker, David Brooks, and Aaron Ramsdale similarly showcase flaws in asset management. For the Red and White Army, the burning question looms. Was this sale inevitable given Anel's contract situation? Or was it a failure by the board to negotiate properly, failing to either renew or secure a better deal? This question is pivotal in charting the club's future trajectory. While the fans come to terms with losing their defensive talisman, a new hope emerges on Bramall Lane's horizon: the return of Chris Wilder as manager. Wilder, the architect of Sheffield United's rise from League One to the Premier League, is back for a third spell at a critical time. The team sit rock bottom of the championship after 5 consecutive losses and a brutal 5-0 defeat at Ipswich Town. a run that culminated with Ruben Sell's exit. More than just a managerial change, Wilder's comeback signals a fresh start, a chance to rebuild not merely the lineup, but the spirit and identity of the Red and White Army. In his first press conference, Wilder steered clear of criticizing his predecessor and instead focused on restoring confidence in key players like Tyrese Campbell and Gustavo Hamer. He highlighted that the team's revival hinges on them recapturing the form that earned praise and individual accolades last season. Tactically, Wilder pledged to assemble a side that looks like the fans want, a formation grounded in intensity, team cohesion, and the well-known Bramall Lane DNA. While minor adjustments may be made to fit the current squad, the core principles will return. The challenges remain significant. Injuries have hit hard with Oliver Arblaster, Tom Davies, Jamie Shackleton, and Danny Ings sidelined or recovering, narrowing options. Their next opponents, Charlton Athletic, newly promoted but in strong form, present a further hurdle. Remember, Wilder is more than a manager. He embodies Sheffield United's soul. His coaching style, emotional leadership, and connection to the fans are pivotal to reigniting the club's fighting spirit. Red and White Army, your thoughts are crucial. With Wilder back, do you believe the Blades will challenge among the championship's elite and chase promotion? Or will this be a short-term firefighting mission aiming for consolidation? What truly rekindles the fire in every true Blade's heart is Wilder's message during the pre-match press conference ahead of the Charlton Athletic fixture, where he made clear that attitude and courage will be non-negotiable. Wilder was blunt. Players who hide, shirk responsibility, or lose focus will not be tolerated. He stated unequivocally that if someone disappears in the first 5 minutes, they will be off the pitch. This stance is more than a personal warning. It's the revival of Sheffield United's hard-nosed spirit. A return to the grit, bravery, and resolve that earned respect and fear across the leagues. The championship is one of football's toughest leagues. It demands physicality, tactical consistency, but above all, a winning mentality, resilience, and drive. Recent weeks attracted fan criticism, with suggestions of lackluster commitment and energy. Wilder's call is a rallying cry to wake up the squad. Mentality is the first step in turning results around and rewriting a new chapter. Of course, talk alone won't win matches. The squad does have technical and physical limitations, and the fixture list offers no mercy. But this demand for heart and courage might just be the spark we need. To the fans, who in the current squad do you think needs this courageous call to step up and embody the true Blade spirit? Blades, the news we've covered today is more than just headlines. It's the portrait of a club, fighting battles on and off the pitch. The sale of Anel Ahmedhodzic at allegedly undervalued prices opened a gaping hole in the squad and raised serious questions on the club's forward planning. At the same time, there's the return of Chris Wilder, the man who took Sheffield United to the Premier League and forged an unmistakable identity that now needs rekindling urgently. And complementing that, a clear, strong, and indispensable message: courage. The word that can transform Sheffield United and bring better days. So far, the side concedes 1.4 goals per game on average in a merciless championship. They sit bottom of the table, bearing tremendous psychological pressure, but hope is very much alive. Wilder is no ordinary coach. He personifies the spirit of this club. With him, the narrative can change. The flame can be relit, and the Red and White Army can start dreaming big again. In the next 6 months, history can be rewritten. A story of recovery, fight, and glory. Battling for positions near the top and, who knows, sealing a long-awaited return to the Premier League. Sheffield United is more than just a team. We're a nation of red and white hearts shaking Bramall Lane game after game. Every fan, every player, every member of this family has a role in the story ahead. So please subscribe. Comment which news impacted you most: Anel's departure, Wilder's return, or the rallying cry for courage. We want to hear every voice of the Red and White Army. Get ready, because in the next video we'll break down Wilder's tactical plans for the Charlton clash and how that could be the turning point of this season. Up the Blades!